Good evening, brothers and sisters. Well, we're going to continue with our ongoing saga of Alberto Rivera. So we're going to start in the beginning now with Alberto. The name of the book is Alberto. But no Christian publisher would dare touch his story. It could mean ruin for his business. But Chick Publications, believing God would protect us, dared to face this incredible, powerful enemy. And putting everything on the line, we published his story. And Satan is so upset about this book that he will stop at nothing to kill its message. In 1979, Chick Publications printed the first in a series of highly controversial comic based on the life of ex-Jesuit priest Alberto Rivera. Once converted to Christ, Alberto began exposing the Vatican's most closely guarded secrets. His information shocked the world. The following are the 7 publications that tell his story. Alberto, 1979, the testimony of former Jesuit priest Alberto Rivera. Now he found Christ and began to expose Rome's innermost secrets. And this is what we're going to be reading tonight. And then he has Double Cross from 1981. After his salvation, Alberto is a hunted man. No Jesuit can leave his order alive. He reveals the infiltration of Protestant organizations and warns of false brethren in our midst. The Vatican planned the infamous Jonestown massacre in Guyana in 1978. Jim Jones was a Jesuit under that secret oath with instructions from Rome to commit mass murder in order to discredit Christian camps. The Godfathers, 1982. This is the book of the Catholic press is afraid to mention. Alberto tells how the Roman Catholic institution, as the mother of abominations, Revelation 17, has caused many wars throughout history. The Force, 1983. This comic reveals how the Vatican is using its occult force to deceive millions. The Vatican is the habitation of devils described in Revelation 18, verse 2. And the 4 horsemen. Here's a clear description of how the papacy fulfills Bible prophecies of the Antichrist described in Revelation 6, 1 through 8. The Prophet, 1988. Learn how the papacy helped start Islam only to have his new daughter rebel against her. You'll understand the Arab's place in Bible prophecy, 1988. And that's the one I have already done. And so then there's also The Great Holocaust, 1994, the martyr story of Clark Butterfield, published by Alberto Rivera. All right, so tonight we're going to be doing Alberto. Volume 12. The unforgettable story of Jesuit priest and his conversion to Christ. Dr. Rivera was assigned to stay at the address on the above ID card pending the decision of his ecclesiastic trial in 1967, just before his conversion to Christ. Above are some of the last photographs taken of Dr. Rivera as the director of parish school in San Lorenzo, Terrassa, Spain. Alberto, Double Cross. The Godfathers, the Force, Four Horsemen, and the Prophet are based on portions of the life story and other information given to Chick Publications by Alberto Rivera up until he went home to be with the Lord on June 20th, 1997. Dr. Rivera was fully involved in historical and biblical research relating to the Roman Catholic institution and her associates, according to biblical prophecy. He traveled the world preaching in churches, schools, etc., where he helped many Roman Catholics learn to trust in Christ alone for their salvation. Untold for former Catholics owe Dr. Rivera a great debt, as his courage and faithfulness to the gospel of Christ was instrumental in their finding eternal life. Donna Eubanks, ex-Sister Superior, and Clark Butterfield, ex-priest, as it says here. I am now a true Christian, she says. By the grace of God, after 23 years as a nun of the Sisters of St. Joseph, I can state from personal knowledge that Dr. Rivera is telling the truth about the Roman Catholic system. After reading Alberto, I realized that I was not alone in my desire as a former priest to bring salvation to the millions of captives of the Roman Catholic system. I am honored to associate myself with the ministry of Dr. Rivera. Alberto Rivera's mother died while he was still very young. He made up his mind that becoming a priest, he would learn the truth about God and be able to bring that to others. As a Jesuit, Alberto helped destroy churches and ministries, but as he reads the scriptures, he saw that Catholicism couldn't save. Alberto, based on a true story. Spain, 1942. Oh, Father Abraham, this is one of the happiest days of my life. Today my son begins his studies to become a priest. Yes, Mrs. Rivera, you have prepared him well for this great calling. Ah, look, Alberto, there is the seminary. Can you see it? Yes, Father Abraham, I see it. I baptized Alberto, and now I have the joy of taking him through these gates. Come, my son. No, Mama, no, I don't want to go. Take me home, Mama, please. No, please, Mama, no. Alberto, stop that. You must come. You must. What's the matter with him? I don't understand. Alberto begins schooling at age 7. 2 years later, Father, 3 women are here. They've come for Brother Alberto. His mother is dying. His grandmother and 2 aunts. Who are they? Bring them in and send for Brother Alberto. Did the doctor send you? Yes, Father, there isn't much time. Father, she is very sick. The doctor said we must hurry if Alberto is to see her alive. He will be here any moment. Brother Alberto, your relatives are here to take you home. Your mother is dying. What? Father? Oh, no! No, Father, I'm not going back home. This is my house. This is my family. The church is my mother. Under intense, heavy teaching by Jesuit priests, Alberto had completely changed. My son, let me ask you a question. Lift up your face and look at me. Aren't you here to become a priest? Yes, Father. Don't you know that you are here to take one of the most sacred vows, and that is the vow of obedience? It seems like you are not getting ready for that. I command you to go back home, and you refuse. Gulp. With your permission, Father, I'll get ready to go. Permission granted. Father, will I be coming back? Will I? Yes, Brother Alberto Rivera, you will be back. In the name of God, Alberto, hurry up. Your mother wants to see you before she dies. Why did you move Miss Rivera into this bedroom? She said strange things were coming into her bedroom that frightened her. She asked me to be moved. What strange things? I don't know. I just do what I'm told. Father Abraham said it would be all right. Oh, well, if the father said it was all right, then it's all right. Mr. Rivera, your wife was a saint. She helped everybody. Sob. There was none better. She was completely devoted to the Virgin Mary and to her church. To my knowledge, she never missed going to Mass. Yes, Teresa is a saint. Alberta is coming. Go tell Teresa her son is here. Oh, thank God. Yes, I will. I will. Alberto, my son, my priest, I'm afraid, Alberto. I don't want to die. Help me, please. I'm afraid. I want you to help me. Pray for me to the Blessed Virgin Mary. Pray for me, Alberto. I've even prayed to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, but I don't get any answers in my soul. Gas, help me. Alberto, I'm so afraid. Father Abraham, I don't know what to do. Can't you do something more, Father? My son, Alberto, I did all I could. Oh God, I see those ugly things coming for me again. I'm so afraid now they are in this room. Your mother has not only received the sacraments, but special indulgence by the Pope, our Holy Father. A special high mass has also been said. And now, Alberto, I have just given her the last sacrament of extreme unction. Sacraments of baptism, penance, the Holy Eucharist, Mass, confirmation, and the sacrament of matrimony. Pope Pius XII. Note, Miss Rivera was not on medication. Oh no, don't you see them? They want to put me in fire. They want to get me, Alberto. I don't want to die and go there. Look at those people on fire. Those ugly, horrible monsters are coming for me. Mama, Mama, come back. Sob, sob. She is gone, my son. No, Alberto, make them let go of me. I'm afraid. Help me. Teresa Romero Rivera died at age 33. The following day, Alberto, you have to trust the church. I was the priest who baptized you. Don't you believe me? Perhaps after the funeral you will talk to me. Goodbye, my son. I'm not your son. It's all a lie. The sacraments didn't help my mother. The church didn't help her when she needed help and comfort. Father Abraham must be a liar. He's supposed to be Jesus, and Jesus didn't help. I feel dead inside. I don't believe anything anymore. canon law and dogma. By reason of ordination, the priest is granted 2 powers to forgive sins and to perform Mass. These place him in the position of Jesus according to the Roman Catholic teaching. After the funeral, if Father Abraham lied, then maybe he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Mama, if I become a priest, then maybe I will find the answers and I'll have the truth. That's what I will do. Oh God, help me to become a priest so that I may bring peace to anyone in need. Mama, I will go back to school for you. I'll come back to see you, Mama, when I am a priest, and you will be proud and happy. Goodbye, Mama. I love you so much. Years later in San Diego, 1979. Glencoe Electronics. May I speak to Tim Clark, please? One moment, please. Hello, this is Tim Clark. Hey, Tim, this is Sunny Manchester. Sunny Man, it's great to hear your voice. Where are you? I'm calling you from San Diego. I've got a big problem, Tim. Could you help me out? You bet, Sunny. What is it? A friend of mine has been in an accident. He needs a place to stay for a few days. No problem. He can stay at my place as long as he wants. Thanks, Tim. I've got to fly back to Chicago tonight. I just don't like him being alone. You'll find him a very special person. We'll be at your place by 6:30 tonight. Okay, Sonny, I'm sure looking forward to seeing you again. What's your friend's name? His name is Dr. Alberto Rivera. Dr. Rivera is the James Carter, and this is James Carter and Tim Clark. My pleasure. Hi, Doctor. I'm happy to meet you, my brothers. I told Dr. Rivera I would trust you, too, with my life. We feel the same way about you, Sonny. Dr. Rivera is a pastor and a speaker and has one of the most unusual stories I've ever heard. He is a true Bible-believing Christian. You can trust him. You have my word. I got to get to the airport or I'll miss my flight. Dr. Rivera, God bless you. I know the battle you're facing. My family and I will be praying for you. Goodbye, Sonny. Thank you so much for everything. It's been great seeing you again. Tim, my car is being repaired. I shouldn't be here any longer than Tuesday. Didn't Sonny say you were run off the freeway? Yes, that's true. Was it a drunk or some nut? Oh no, these things happen from time to time ever since I left Spain. What did you do in Spain, Dr. Rivera? I was a Jesuit priest and a bishop in the old Roman Catholic institution. Man, that is heavy. The Jesuits are the tops of all the religious orders in the Catholic Church, right? Yes, they were founded by a man named Ignatius de Loyola in 1541 for the purpose of stopping the spread of Protestantism. Sorry, I didn't pronounce that right. Occult Theocracy by Queen Burrell, page 308. They were the intelligentsia, big brains in the past. Jesuits have advised kings and toppled governments and are still doing so. They are the instructors in the Roman Catholic universities. My friends, the Jesuits are more powerful than you ever dreamed. I'd like to hear more about this, Dr. Rivera. Okay, Alberto. Please call me Alberto. How many Jesuits are there? About 102,000? And they are completely devoted to the Pope? No. What? Doesn't the Pope run the Vatican? This is incredible. Who is he? No, my friends, there is another man who actually runs the show. In the Vatican, it is common knowledge the man is the Jesuit general. He is known as the Black Pope. You mean he is a black man? No, James, he is white, but he dresses in black. He is the real power in the Vatican. Nothing is as it appears, gentlemen. The Roman Catholic institution is full of surprises. The higher I went, the more I saw what disturbed me. I guess that's why about 86% of priesthood, including the Jesuits, are undergoing psychological and psychiatric mental treatments. Yes. Alberto, could you start from the beginning? Yes, of course. I guess the first thing that shocked my faith was the death of my precious mother. She was completely devoted to the church and never questioned their teachings because she trusted her priests. And she went out screaming into a crisis eternity with a look of horror on her face. The priest told me he did everything he could. It cost my mother her soul. I felt it was our priest who was to blame. And so I vowed to become a priest and find the truth. Yes, the death of my mother was the first great event to shake my event. The next event that deeply troubled me happened in school late one night. I had just gone to sleep. Someone climbed into my bed and started kissing me. What? Get that out of my bed. Pow! Ow! Father Rector, Father, come here. My nose, you broke my nose. What's going on here? Alberto hit me on the nose, Father. Father, he got in bed with me and kissed me and... Get out! Everybody out of this room. You stay here, Alberto. Shame on you, Alberto. Get on your knees for confession. Get on your knees and confess your sin. But Father, he's the one that got into my bed. I don't understand. What was my sin? Your sin was, Alberto, that he offered you his love, and this was God's love, and you rejected it. Gasp. To my amazement, the homosexual wasn't even questioned. As time went on, I discovered homosexuality through the system from priests to cardinals, next highest to the Pope. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate homosexuals shall inherit the kingdom of God. 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 10. The fact that the Roman Catholic institution does not allow marriage by the priests and nuns have caused a tremendous problems. When I was in the confessional, some nuns confessed to lesbianism and others confessed to love affairs with priests. It must be a constant source of frustration, Alberto. It is, James. The priest, the woman, and the confessional. Alberto, I've heard some old wives' tales about workmen digging on Catholic property and uncovering hidden underground burial sites. They found baby skeletons, supposedly from nuns who had become pregnant. Is there any truth in that? Oh yes, that is true. It happened in Seville, Spain, around 1934. Also, discovery was made in Madrid in 1932, and another in the Basque region of northern Spain. The governments of Presidents Aznar and Manuel Azana demanded a national investigation be made of all monasteries, convents, Roman Catholic schools, and church buildings. Many such grave sites were found in Spain and Rome. By 1936, the Catholics of Spain were outraged and they attacked and destroyed many church buildings where these tunnels existed. Look at this. Convent for none, tunnels, bodies of babies, and over to the monastery for the priests. Government doctors checked the bodies and reported that in most cases death was by suffocation. In light of this, isn't it strange that the Roman Catholic institution is against abortion? You see, without the Roman Catholic priesthood, there would be no Roman Catholic institution. Just a second. Why? Because the most important vow is the vow of celibacy, without which there is no sacrament of order. This puts the priest up on a pedestal. They claim God has favored him with grace above others because he remained unmarried. If all the priests got married, that would destroy the system, because the institution is based on certain laws, canon, which say the Pope can only come through the priesthood. No Pope, no Roman Catholic institution. The Pope is supposed to be the ruler of the world. This point was made clear by Augustine, a Roman Catholic writer around 420 AD. In the original Latin version of the book, The City of God, newer versions have removed this information to keep it from the public. He, the Pope, is the sun, ruler of the universe, the moon. The governments of the earth reflect his glory. The earth is all the people who bow down to him. He said in essence that God granted the Pope the divine right as Jesus Christ on earth to secretly control the population in every country through education, politics, economics, and military might. My next great shock happened in school. I was 16 years old. The teacher was talking about Peter being the first pope. I asked a question that almost destroyed me. Stand up, Alberto. What did you say? Little did I know I had challenged the Pope himself. To prove that the Apostle Peter was the first pope, and the teacher said that Simon Peter was the rock on which the Roman Catholic Church was built. How could Peter be the rock on which the church was built? I don't understand. From what you told us in Latin and Greek, it says Simon means sand and Peter means a little stone. Isn't Jesus the rock? Because it was clearly proved in the old Aramaic Bible, which no longer exists. I didn't give you permission to ask questions, Alberto. Please let me go on, I beg you. Jesus said, on this rock I will build my church. So Peter could never be that rock. Because right after Jesus calls Peter Satan. Get out. Stay out of my class. You are out of order. You are talking like a heretic, a communist. You wait outside. Anyone who doesn't go along with the Pope or the teaching of the Roman Catholic institution. 2 hours later, I didn't bring you into my office for something you did wrong, but because what you said was very dangerous. What did I do? What did you call me those names? Why did you call me those names? I had to protect myself even though I agree with what you said. I could never let my students know what I truly believe. I don't understand, Father. If I reported you to the rector, you would be punished. What you did was very, very dangerous. Someday you will find that there are many things you must never speak about. You have been warned. Now go. We were not allowed to read Bibles. Only the instructors could use them. A younger student shoved a New Testament into my hands. What is this? It's a matter of life and death, Alberto. Read it. I've got to go. Goodbye. I was afraid it didn't have the official Roman Catholic seal of approval on the first page. I tried to throw it away. If I were caught reading it, they would have accused me of heresy. So I hid it. I'm wearing glasses today because for 3 years I read it at night under the blankets by flashlight. I almost died. What do you do when you found out that Peter was married? And when Jesus was come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laid and sick of a fever. And he touched his hand, and the fever left her, and she arose and ministered unto them. One night I read these shocking words in 1 Timothy chapter 3, verses 2, 3, 4, and 5. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach, not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous, one that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man know not to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? Gulp. About this time, we started taking classes on the history of the Inquisition. It made me hate the Protestants even more. Oh, and down here he says, and then I found this verse. Thou art Simon, the son of Jonah. Thou shalt be called Cephas, which is by interpretation a stone, small pebble. John 1:42. I was right. Peter was not the rock. Jesus was. Yet some of the information shook me up. Little did I know that I would soon be trained as an espionage agent to destroy Protestant churches. The Inquisition was the most horrible engine of cruelty and power the world has ever seen. The Roman Catholic institution from 1200 AD on had produced a total of 68 million victims. The Holy Office which ran the Inquisition was run by the Dominican monks, but the mastermind behind them were the Jesuits. The Holy Office was a thing of terror. Wherever it reached, no one was safe. Today, the Roman Catholic institution is busy rewriting the history of the Inquisition as a cover-up. Books on the subject have quietly disappeared from many libraries. It is one of the best-kept secrets of modern times. In our church history classes, the teachers would read what was actually said during one of these trials of the Inquisition. Someday, as priests, you will have to answer questions about the Inquisition. In this class, we will explain what really happened. I will read this case and show you why the church had the moral authority, to right or power, to find this heretic guilty and sentence her to death. On May 21st, 1559, Bible-believing Christians were worshiping the Lord in a home. It was reported to the Holy Office. This was considered a crime, punishable by death. Stop, in the name of the Holy Office. Grab the heretics. They're worshiping the devil. It's a witches' meeting. This lady is Donna Isabella. Please release her. She is a countess. She is cousin of King Philip. Ha! When they are heretics, there are no countesses or princes or kings. A heretic is a heretic. Have mercy. She is in labor. She's having a baby. God will not protect a child of a heretic because it will be a heretic too. Take her away.